The episode starts with the POV cameraman running from something in a very scary alleyway. We push the trash cans and everything around us to block the road while we are running away. But that probably won't help what's coming for us. Seconds later, a cameraman falls down in front of us. And in this frame, we can actually see something weird. On the window up top, there seems to be a TV monitor. And I think that this is the first TV monitor that we've seen in this world that's open inside a house. It seems to be open because it's glowing, but I'm not sure. This also might not be a TV, but it seems like it. Right after this scene, a new toilet with the same hand scientist toilet arrives at the scene. And if you have watched my last video where I showed some leaks from this episode, you would know that this toilet is a crazy looking one. He literally kills off the cameraman as if he is torturing him. And suddenly turns to his left to look at us with his terrifying eyes. Here we can see that his skin was either painted white, or he is as pale as someone can get, and he also has black paint around his mouth and eyes.
This blood looks like he literally came out from a horror movie.
Hey, where did you come out from? Weren't you with TV Woman?
Oh, that? You don't gotta worry about that. After the creepy toilet sees us, the POV cameraman jumps inside the window and starts running for his life. The second we open the door, we see 3 other cameramen in front of us, and this is the exclusive leaked scene I showed you yesterday. Other than this, we can see many cameramen dead on the floor, and the cameraman on the left of us seems to have tripped and he is trying to get up. But sadly, things won't go his way. Everyone in the vicinity is literally scared for their lives, but when we are running, we see another all-away and decide to go in. But for some reason, it says nightmare on the wall. It looks like it should say emergency because of the red neon light and the font. This sign might be referring to the toilet that's chasing us, and maybe his name is Nightmare Toilet. Or maybe it has a deeper meaning that we don't know of yet, but one thing is certain. Each episode is getting more scary, and it has to do something with the Skibidi Apocalypse folder we saw at the end of episode 13. While running, we suddenly get hit by something, and it's none other than a cameraman head. The cameraman next to us probably hears the sound of the hit and looks behind for a second just to continue on running and literally leaves the POV cameraman alone. To be honest, I would have done the same thing, but that's beside the point. Once we look back, we are greeted by a very weird scene because there are about 5 beheaded cameraman bodies. Last time I counted, there were only 2 cameramen behind us, and if we roll back the footage a little, none of these cameramen were here while we were running. So the real question is, where did these bodies come from, and how did this nightmare bozo toilet kill them? It also looks like his glowing eyes are gone, and he looks a little more normal, even though he doesn't look normal at all. If you look closely, you can also see that he has 2 rocket launchers beside the 2 hands he has, which allows him to fight both melee and ranged. After this scene, instead of rushing to kill us, he suddenly starts moving to the right side, and we can see another cameraman trying to escape, but Blood gets shot with a rocket just to explode. We all know that a regular cameraman is not surviving something like that. R.I.P. But that's not the crazy thing, because suddenly a dozen of cameraman heads start flying, and it seems like the Nightmare Toilet found a batch of cameraman hiding there, or that were planning move behind him. We can see this horrifying scene through their shadows. Until this part of the episode, it was pure massacre and nothing else. One cameraman tries to attack the Nightmare Toilet with the stun gun, but it sadly doesn't work, and he also gets beheaded. Right after this, with a sudden move, the Nightmare Toilet rushes into us, jump scaring the frick out of us. And we get a very good look at his ugly face, even though we never wanted to. It seems, and we get a very good look at his ugly face, even though we never wanted to. It seems like his face is cracking, He has eyes literally popping out of his eye sockets, and blood has silver teeth. I guess scientist's toilet is broke because he could have put some expensive golden teeth. But this isn't where the POV cameraman dies, and it's all thanks to one lovely angel, the new hotshot in town, the drill woman. The nightmare toilet suddenly gets shot by a nail, and you probably thought it was the nail gun drill man, but this nail suddenly becomes red and explodes, distracting the nightmare toilet. And when we look to our right, we see a beautiful woman coming towards our way to save us. If we look carefully, we can see almost all her tools in this frame, but if you look more carefully, you'll see that her two huge drills jiggle for a second. Don't ask me how I noticed that. Anyways, she seems like she has drill arms behind her back with 3 drills on each, and if I'm honest, she looks like the definition of a torture machine. She also has 2 hand cannons. The one on her right hand is a nail gun, and the one on her left hand seems to be a drill gun. Not gonna lie, let's watch her walk into the scene one more time just for the sake of it because she is so goddamn.
Hey, enough simping, bruh. I get that she is a different type of breed, but we'll talk about that after the video in private. Anyways, after she shoots the nightmare toilet, we look back at the nightmare toilet, and he is so mad, but we get to see the nightmare toilet from the side, and it's worse. Blood literally lost his nose, just like Voldemort. Thinking about it, his skin color is the same as well. I guess this is a Walmart version of Voldemort. Right after we get another look at Drill Woman, and she uses drill arms to throw a big trash can, but that's not all, because right after we get to see the real pure strength of her. She pulls a whole car with her drill arms and uses her own strength to literally throw a whole car at the nightmare toilet. Honestly speaking, that's crazy. I wonder how much she can bench. I personally wouldn't want to go against her. If we actually get serious for a second, we really haven't seen any normal-sized troop that powerful until now. Yes, the Titans can pick up cars like they are picking up candy, but I don't think any of the special agents can pick up a car like that.
Device. This is huge because even though it's a funny cameo, it expands upon the Skibidi Multiverse and probably gives us a glimpse of the future. Before I analyze this part here, you go watch it once.
Bruh, this stupid device. Now what? Alright, y'all, listen to me. I've come in peace. I don't mean harm any. Hey, yo, chill!
This really is the first time we've heard a toilet speak plain English. And when he turns his back, the Alliance doesn't really greet him well. And even though he says he comes in peace, they try to shoot him with the hand cannon, leading him to escape. And he says something along the lines of, "I was just looking something. But we don't get to hear what he is looking for. Maybe it'll be important in the future, I don't know, but this was crazy. Because he most likely comes from a universe where toilets are not the enemy, and maybe they are the good guys. Maybe in his universe everyone lives in peace, or maybe the Alliance is the enemy. After this encounter, the Alliance might want to start researching portals like this, and in the future maybe we'll get episodes where they travel between universes. This episode was really crazy. Even though there was no Titan action, it really expanded the lore, and the new drill woman is hella good. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Elite Clockman, and like this video, Elite Cameraman and Clockman out.